You now rocking with, you now rocking with, you now rocking with the best. 5, 4, 3, 2, it's time to meditate, meditate. Flip the script, finna talk to my people. African Americans, Congo, Ghana, Nigeria, Jamaica, Senegal. This that African flavor, catch me, you can be dropping hope for the hopeless. God living in me. All my African brothers and sisters in New York ain't doing none but holding it down in Delhi. Stay on line, kick and rock, I take care of ya. My African people in Houston yelling Afro. African people in LA yelling Beatz. Got me out here screaming AfroBeatz, AfroBeatz.
What's up, world? Welcome back to AfroBeatz TV show. Oh my gosh, you guys, we have an amazing show planned just for you today. I don't want you to go anywhere. Of course, we're at our favorite spot, Aldi's Afrobeat restaurant, and it is about to get crunk. So go ahead and sit back and kick up your feet. Get ready for this first video, and we'll be right back on AfroBeat. All right, you guys, welcome back. I hope you're enjoying the show so far. And of course, here on AfroBeatz, we're not only about African music, we are all about African culture. So let's not wait anymore. Let's go ahead and get into our next segment, our dance segment that I like to call AfroBeat. What's up, everybody? Mark your calendars for September 28th. That's right, your girl Monica will be hosting African Fashion Week from 3 to 8 p.m. at the Mesquite Arts Center. You guys, we're gonna have lots of fun, lots of food, lots of models, lots of fashion. It's gonna be an amazing time. So bring your man, bring your woman, bring the kids, bring everybody that you can bring so that we can have lots of family fun. Again, that is September the 28th, 3 to 8 p.m. at the Mesquite Arts Center for African Fashion Week. All right, you guys, I want to take a second to shout out to all of you artists out there watching the show. If you think you have what it takes to be a star right here on AfroBeatz, it's easy. All you got to do is send in your video to cmg1management@gmail.com. We'll be right back. All right, you guys, I hope everybody is having a great time watching the show today. I know myself, I'm having a great time enjoying the party. And of course, every party has a VIP section. And today on AfroBeatz TV show, here is our Afro VIP of the week. This week's VIP, Davido. Davido was born in Atlanta, Georgia, and relocated to Lagos at a very young age. He's now a very well-received Nigerian singer, songwriter, and record producer. His career popped off after the release of the single Dami Duro, which was a hit all throughout Nigeria way back in 2011. Davido has produced many songs for well-known artists like Nato C, Scales, Tiwa Savage, and Sauce Kid. Back in April of 2012, he signed an endorsement deal with MTN Nigeria, and he released his debut album, Omo Baba Olowo, with hits like Back When featuring Nato C,
Davido, all of you, and many, many more, which we all have grown to love. Now, between the year 2013 and 2015, Davido released 9 Afro singles intended to be from the album Baddest. But I think Davido was only gearing up for his deal with Sony Music in January of 2016. Now, he was already co owner of HKN Music with his elder brother. Their record label is home to artists such as Sina Rambo, B Red, and DK. Soon after signing the Sony music deal, Davido started his own record label. It's called Davido Music Worldwide, or DMW. Dreamo and Maricone are also signed to his label. In July of 2016, Davido signed a record deal with Sony's RCA Records, and his second studio album, A Good Time, was released in November 22nd of 2019. He recorded that album in Atlanta. And everybody held it as a great album. Now, what makes this recent album so great is that he features collaborations with a lot of American greats, such as Summer Walker, Gunna, A Boogie, and of course Chris Breezy. Him, Davido, Chris Breezy collaborations have, been. I mean, I'm talking about some bangers. We got Sensational. We got, what was the other one? On My Mind. And I know we have a couple of others, but they have found their sweet spot. So I hope they continue to drop more hits one after another on each album. I've noticed that they do drop hits from each album. Chris Brown will drop one, and then Davido will drop one. So you guys definitely keep that up. Timeless, his was hit back in 2013, and his new album 5 was released back in April. So, I love Davido. He's always coming with the bangers. He's consistent. He finds those top heavy hitters to collab with. He is just one of a kind. He's built audiences from Nigeria and also here in America, since he's been, grew up here in the down south, the dirty down south of Atlanta. So, Davido, you have my utmost respect. We love you here on AfroBeatz, and that's why you are our Afro VIP of the week.
All right, you guys, welcome back to the show. Now, we're going to go ahead and take a second so you can grab your pen and your handy dandy notebook, because guess what? Knowledge is power. And here on AfroBeatz TV show, we want you to be armed with all the knowledge that you can get. So here we are with our next segment called Afro Facts.
This week's Afro Facts: the Nile River. The Nile River is known as the longest river in the world. It stretches an impressive 4,132 miles and is located in Africa between the region of Lake Victoria and the Mediterranean Sea. Not only does the Nile River flow through Egypt, it flows through Tanzania, Uganda, Ethiopia, and 7 other African countries. At some point in time, the ancient Egyptians greatly relied on the Nile River for fresh water, food, transportation, and it provided them with fertile land to farm. And I know what you're thinking. Farming? Aren't countries in Africa like Egypt mostly desert? Well, back then, the Nile River flooded every August and enriched the nutritious soil as it spread across the river banks, leaving a thick, moist mud perfect for farming. So that is our Afro Facts on AfroBeatz.
All right, you guys, now we're at my very favorite part of the show. Of course, that's when I get to go all around the world and tap into you, the underground artist. Now, I don't know who it's gonna be this week. Will it be you? Well, I don't know. Did you send in your video? Well, guess what? We're about to find out who it is this week in our Artist Spotlight. All right, everybody. I don't want to say goodbye, but unfortunately, my time has come to an end. Now, before I get out of here, I want to say thank you to each and every one of you for tuning in this week and each and every Saturday. Thank you also to DJ Ibu, the owner of this wonderful establishment. Thank you so much for allowing us to come in every single week and crash this party. So you guys, you know where to find me. That's right. Every single week, my home on YouTube, that's AfroBeatzTVShow. And please also, if you're at home, download the DTR channel on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV. All right, you guys, hit that like button and hit that subscribe and hit that share. Until then, I will see you next week. Bye-bye.
You now rocking with, you now rocking with, you now rocking with the best. 5, 4, 3, 2, it's time to meditate, flip the script, finna talk to my people.